joined now by Tom Morgan. Tom, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Gary.
A good prospect for this again. We're into the PE, real rivalry in this event. The event for for school first aids.
Absolutely, one of the most savage events in the entire regatta. Produces some of the best racing, I think, and certainly one of the most competitive. You've got the schoolboy eights, Hampton and Westminster. Westminster, the winners at the Championship 8s category at the National Schools. Hampton, who didn't make the final but are undergoing a bit of a resurgence in the last month or so under their coach Neil Doubles. This is lined up to be a really, really fascinating race.
Just the last few seconds before we get under starters' orders. A little bit of head breeze coming down here. Just remember the course just starts in the first quarter down along the bank on the left-hand side. A lot of noise. Then it's going to veer out into somewhat no man's land. A bit of quietness there as it comes back in towards the left-hand side of the course, towards the finish here. So much going on the back. They're under starters' orders. We're ready. Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup, Westminster School. There they are. Splendent in their pink. Hampton School on the left of your picture. We're ready to go.
Go. Get ready, please.
And still up, not ready. Both coxes. Almost gamesmanship here with the breeze coming down. We've got to go dead straight off the start. The first 5 strokes, vital here. Absolutely imperative. Take your time, making sure your boat is ready. Don't be rushed. Both hands remain up, looking left. From the Westminster, they're ready. Westminster cox, hands down. Hampton still poised. A little bit of cat and mouse here again here. Absolutely straight. They may well get a warning here to get down. We're down. We're ready to go.
Attention! Go!
So the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup is away. Westminster School on the right of your picture, just jumping off a little quicker there. Hampton School on the left of your picture. Now the grudge match will unfold. The first 30 seconds is all about maximum speed, the power out here, keeping your line, and as you come away from Temple Island, the crews will start to stretch out of here. But this is going to be a great match.
Gary, I can't tell you how much I've been looking forward to this race. When the programme came out yesterday, I thought Westminster Hampton, what a fantastic race to have on a Thursday under the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup. We've got two of the stalwarts of the junior rowing community, Westminster and Hampton. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic race. I mean, as they come towards that first timing mark, it looks like Westminster might, like you said, have gained the initiative in those first 20 to 30 strokes.
Very important to kick out of the top of the island. It's about 45, 50, maybe 50 seconds or so to the end of the island. You come out then into the stream. They're rowing up against the stream. You've got to kick into there, and that's what Westminster School are doing. In the stroke seat, Oscar Arthur-Jones there, pushing them high and hard. Now they're starting to length out and just hugging the far bank, hugging the booms, a couple of feet off there. Hampton School just settling into their race pace. Jack Rhodes responsible for bringing the Hampton crew down this course in the stroke seat, and looking at him, Kristen Toombs in the coxswain seat here. But it's looking like Westminster School just edging out.
As you move down the course, you've got to pay attention to the way that both crews row. I dubbed this the battle of the crews that row well in the junior rowing circuit. Two crews that aren't that strong physically, but technically they are superb. Westminster, coached by Bill Mason, it's an absolute marvel to watch them row. Beautifully timed catches, really good synchronicity at the finish.
I like the fact that Kristen Toombs, the cockstroke of the Hampton boat, is just taking his crew, hugging the booms here, trying to make the most of the water. Look at that head-on shot. Look, as you can see the right-hand side here. Hampton coming down 1.5 feet off the booms there, looking good, because you just don't want to be out into the stream here, taking every advantage, because this is a grudge match that will go right the way through. Early part, though, it is looking as though Westminster just again ease ahead, but Tom, what we're not seeing is them going away.
That's what I was expecting Westminster to move away. It says on my notes here they're regarded as the favourite to take the Princess Elizabeth win. But Hampton had a fantastic regatta. They beat Shrewsbury School yesterday by a convincing margin. To see them holding on to technically the best schoolboy 8 in the country, it's a remarkable feat for the boys in yellow.
So Hampton School heading towards Upper Thames and Remenham Club. Remenham Club, one of it's the the Henley venue for a number of the Thames region clubs, of which is Molesey Boat Club. You're going to get a huge roar from the Molesey supporters now as we head towards Upper Thames and Remenham. We're coming through, and Hampton School will need that. Currently about 3/4 to 1 length down now from Westminster School. Westminster had a cracking middle 1,000 here, taking full advantage of all of that. Out to 1 length. Now Hampton, big second half of the course required.
I mean, it looked like there that the Westminster crew, they maybe moved in the middle there. I think you're right, Gary. There was something that was said in the boat, maybe something fed back from the cocks, and they really moved out. They went from about 1/4 of a length up to a length in around 20 strokes. A remarkable move there from the boys in pink.
If we just look over the last few races when these two crews have come head-to-head, 17 seconds has been the closest that Hampton have been to Westminster over a 2,000-metre race course. This is not the traditional Olympic 2,000 metres. We go for a full 2,112 metres, and that extra 112 is what makes this event and this regatta absolutely brutal. But Westminster School have demolished Hampton in the middle 1,000 of this course here. They can now go in towards Remenham Club, which they are approaching, heads up, knowing that the crowd, the Molesey crowd in Remenham here, the cheers will be somewhat dampened, given the damage now that Westminster have done against Hampton.
Absolutely, and I think it's damage that's going to be unretrievable for Hampton. The remarkable thing about this Westminster crew is that they're so light for such a crew that looks so powerful. They're actually light. Their average weight is around 12 stone, which is not heavy for a top-end schoolboy crew. So I think that middle 1,000, the technical points of the rowing really came into play there, and I think they put paid to Hampton's chances of progressing further in this competition.
Westminster School, they were first this year at the Schools Head. They were placed first in Championships 8 at the National Schools Regatta. They were first in the Championship Coxless 4, also at the National Schools. They're just looking for the treble here now. We've got National Schools, we've got the Schools Head and the PE going for the treble, looking pretty solid. We're still early stages, but all these schools will want to put down a massive benchmark. Coached by Bill Mason, he of fame both as a coach back in the day in the Olympics with the women's team as well, and scullers all the way through. We're doing a great job once again here for this school. Westminster looking very solid as they come towards the general enclosure.
What a beautiful shot that was there. Both crews just moving down towards us, and perhaps we could be looking at the next crew to do the triple. I mean, the last crew was Abingdon in the 2011-2012 season. They also rode in pink, so maybe there's an omen there to be picked up on.
It's a very balmy Thursday afternoon here at Henley Royal Regatta. Temperature down 10 degrees more than yesterday, so these crews will be absolutely thankful for that. But right now, though, on Westminster School's mind is the next round, and on Hampton's mind it is just damage limitation. Be proud in the final stages, and you can see that Westminster's still on it, absolutely still on, not requiring a full blast through. That will come later in this regatta. But Hampton School now, it's all about pride here. A school that has produced the Searle brothers back in the day, Martin Cross, the legend in our sport, both broadcasting and out there on the water, coaches, also coaches and teachers at the school. So yeah, they've got plenty of pedigree, but it's not going to be their year in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup here. There's the line just ahead as he passed the floating grandstand. 10 strokes out here, a glorious moment here for Westminster School. Matthew Holland driving his boys to the line in the coxswain seat. Bill Mason, the coach, will be well pleased with that. Job well done. On to the next round for Westminster. Hampton back to the drawing board.
Hampton!